Hello, hello. So, no music is playing. That is because someone just forgot that YouTube would copyright strike it, etc. I will not want to deal with copyright strikes. And but anyway, goblins for today's stream. Not gonna be working on any cards. So oh, sorry for the echo. Uh, basically, goblins gonna make any magic card requests and all that. Basically, goblin takes request, makes the magic card, try and balance it. Goblins should probably go over the rules. So one to be PG-13, etc. Swear words because this makes no sense really to have that on the magic card. Two is basically you can only give a name, what type of card, like creature, enchantment, battle sage, some, etc. And that's about it. Yeah, depends on what people want at the end. That's feasible. Basically, this should allow people quest. All goblins just live saying here. Around for comments. Goblin could talk to the ceiling. Watch a fellow streamer. Waiting. Let you all listen to what Goblin's hearing. And what else is there to do really while Goblin waits? Not really sure. As we're this far ahead, Goblin's just okay. Goblin's gonna start. It's gonna be all about letting people request what magic cards people want made. So these fan cards, yep, that kind of stuff. With all these frame stuff here, Goblin's going to use how this thing works to a degree. Goblin doesn't have any artwork, so it's just gonna be a blunt. If you want just Goblin to, Goblin does have a Discord. Goblin does have a Discord. And if you want access to any of these fan made or basically custom made cards, just fun, they are not enforced by pairing, etc. All legal stuff. And come and download the pictures and all that on Goblin's Discord. It will be put into the art tab. It will usually download the artwork on Discord. Other than that, yeah, waiting now for any willing chat or anyone that just has a card. And giant that it has flying, that has a big token it summons if it attacks, that kind of stuff. Go wild with it. Just make sure it makes sense for the rules of Magic Gathering. Not just one mana cost for a 10/10 dinosaur with X-proof, ward, 10/10, and indestructible, collectible, blah 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 blah, vigilance, haste, express strike, every single keyword in existence, since it's every type of creature other than just giant when battling. Yeah, no, that would not be allowed. That would be ridiculous. Something actually that makes sense and fun. But other than that, we'll just waits around, do da do da, goblin waiting around, do da do da. Facing goblin, do da do da. Ugh, he's going butt. Goblin could use his hand to catch up on Fire Assassins. Goblin's gonna do that. Let's see here. Any chatter. Feel free to look if you want. Goblin read. Second book. Even chapter. Each chapter. A goblin knows that goblins past like part where even goblins sees you listen. One part of the like personally. Hey, live stream table. And Goblin's gonna put the output back to the browser if it complains or it starts crashing, whatever. Thanks, as long as it's stable on the YouTube end. Like if Twitch starts becoming not entertaining, folks, and starts becoming a problem, feel free just to head over to the YouTube end of Goblin streams. As Twitch is a big pet baby. They would have had to check what Goblin's saying about them. Actually did, Goblin would be like, huh, actually smaller on your platform. Things are rigged. And Goblin means by rigged, this means that is that Goblin's streams get unstable. Goblin's end is perfectly fine on the YouTube side of things. And not on their side for some. Should be no issues. Stream stability. And that, let's see here. So Goblin's just and that. Sitting here. What they should changing. Yeah, I'll change that, right? Or just what kind of card Goblin should make? Goblin should make one of Goblin's. I know. Okay, actually. I'll go and make one then. Just keep Goblin stuff. Yeah. Make a again. And you know what would be funny to make a land, yeah. Let's make a land fine. Land. Exile. No cost, no title. Public. That's unique. And toughness full text. He is tap. Tap. And colorless, so go. Uh, Mm, then at Anna every oh, finally uh a couple every and goblin. Huh, that actually seems interesting as land goblins. But does this make sense for magic rules? That is a fact question. Goblins have and mostly about the lands themselves. So Goblin did. But yeah, the Goblin just went and made a weird land. This is a weird one. This is just weird. Yep. You can just get colorless mana like usual, or you can get a that the weird one. That's just a weird card. Anyway, reload. Next new card. Alright. What black frame? It's still a basic. Alan has an idea. And it costs black. But Gollum doesn't need to do that for the. And no, we just pure black mana. Well, toughness. I Rachel Voltex. Death touch. It does like how death touch magic was. Death touch. Ace. Death touch ace. Or field. Actually, it's not the field, isn't it? And balancing. Plus, Gold needs to double check out that mechanic. Be quick. Wait, Venom Kingdom Black has poison? Oh, in fact. Okay, that's how. Oh, wait. I was just looking at a few magic card examples. Uh, uh, okay. I don't think Scoffle knows how to word it now. So, we have 3 goblins and yeah, so Goblin just made a goblin with haste, death touch, and it does 3 goblins graveyard. That to make it fit. Yeah, basically, yeah, poison counter. So, one goblin sound annoying. So goblins probably increase it. It's probably the event will. Yeah, swamp goblins. Next card. Before that. Gosh, really? A Twitch end ended. Really? Really, Twitch. Very nice of you. How very nice of you. Basically, bug out. Big stream. Unaffected. I'll do. For you, Twitch. For you. Goblins. YouTube end. Completely fine. And Twitch should not be affected either. But guess what? It does not like Goblin. But as probably gosh, gosh, up a FA2 gain became Goblin. I keep crashing on Goblin like oh Goblin's still alive. I'm gonna keep crashing Twitch. Why is Twitch crashing on Goblin? Oh, YouTube is fine. Someone answer this genuinely. Can someone tell Goblin why? Because guess what? Not once. Goblin stream is actually on excellent stability on the YouTube end. It is staying stable this entire 24 minutes stream. While Twitch can't even last stinking 5 seconds. What are you being a baby about, Twitch? Why are you being a baby? Goblin's not. Goblin's content for Twitch. There you go. YouTube is stable and fine. Apparently. Twitch, nope, it's not. I want to just make move permanently just purely to YouTube just to get it to off because it doesn't matter either way. It's main point really. Just make Goblin have to decrease the bit rate, make things less entertaining, both YouTube and Twitch, because right, all Goblin's gonna add Flash and Hex. Then it doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, works. Boom. So yeah, Goblin's now just requesting and basically requesting a call. I'll just make a few as an example now. And ideas for magic cards, Goblin's hoping. Anyway. Yeah. Well, this is today's situation. Goblin losing mind, being fed up with Twitch. But seriously, there is nothing that heavy going on Goblin's laptop at all. Like nothing. And yet it still crashes. And that is just infuriating beyond belief. But okay, so just feel free to comment or just look if you want labs about like what Goblin wacky custom made magic cards are. Just request some magic cards you think would be fun to have made. And if you even want just to get them, there's Goblin's Discord. You should join that in the Discord link below. And it's not fantastic, so rules Discord by reading them. What you need to do. And after that, feel free to introduce yourself, use roles for chats you want to see. I think that's a information. General. And of course, it cuts off again. How many times is this gonna reboot? How many times is this gonna crash on Goblin? Oh wow, it crashes it again. Great, great, great. How many times is this gonna crash on Goblin? This makes no sense. Someone explain why the YouTube end, which is fine, stream is fine, stable, it's excellent actually. It is like even Goblin's gonna listen to audio. Just YouTube is stable and fine. Apparently, Twitch, nope, it's not. Yep, nothing seems very wrong on the YouTube end. And it looks better than it was before, and yet the Twitch end decides to shoot Goblin in the foot every 5 seconds. It hasn't even, like, how many times has Goblin's stream just suddenly restarted? What is happening? Stupid Twitch end. I was just checking the stream stuff. Oh, wasn't it? How much longer before it crashes again? Replay on blah. Crashes. You know what? 30 minutes of dealing with this, like, what am I supposed to do? What is Goblin supposed to do? Which is just shooting Goblin in the foot. It is not on Goblin's end. There was a problem. Goblin's electronical end fault. YouTube would not be doing fine. YouTube would also be having problems. There is no flipping reason for Twitch to have struggles, yet YouTube not. There is no logical reason that both streaming services, in fact, YouTube probably takes up more energy to keep operational. And yet, here we are in a situation where YouTube is completely fine and stable, and Twitch is not. Why? Someone explain the logic on engine. When it comes to stream stability, it shouldn't be this hard for both to stay stable. Thing. Stream. You mean it's too high? Mean it's too high. It's too high to pay. Why is it too high though? When this is supposed to be the optimal settings, even YouTube is actually doing better since it's at this bit rate. Someone explain? Doesn't that say actual logic to that? There shouldn't be any issues. That one's at the 6,000K, 6K bit rate. The average. This is an issue. To consider stable. What do you mean? Configurations incompatible, you say? Saying Goblin's optimal bit rate is serious? That is absolute bullcrap. So, try that one instead. Don't complain anymore. That is bullcrap. Do this one. The bitrate, apparently, from the white line is saying bitrate too high, the optimal one. I don't know what's going on. I'll change someone. Yep, the stream is stable now. Still on both ends, Goblin. Okay. Well, as long as both stream ends are stable now, whatever. After you look nice and not. Well, that aside, folks, now that that's sorted out and Goblin Hatch is on actual content, what magic cards do any of you watching or paying here, which thank you, by the way, even if Goblin was paying and will forever be seen as a pain. If you just want to lurk and hear Goblin ramble, absolutely fine. Or if you have a card you'd like to see made in Magic Gallery, Goblin know, and Goblin at May. And card. Goblin an official Magic card maker, so Goblin would love to be hired by Wizards to make a Magic card. They probably won't. Goblin donate us one. Next card. Let's see. Mini card now. See here, what kind of creature do and it costs let's see here. After this one, if no one shows up, Colin just reset the stream to do a one and streaming something else. Or maybe just because of the fluctuations of I was just thinking with toughness, I was gonna that's gonna have several based keyword fast spelling. Like I was gonna get a bolo stream we Apple Port works. I think. Right. If has all the keywords. Whenever send think actually should paste send That's a bit of a game. I would expect Goblin has to do this to make it so it fits on properly. Yeah, why is it going like this? Okay, so it's like Goblin can just that Goblin anymore. If I will just put it like this, just so it doesn't problems. Goblin okay. Let's fix it. This right. The only works is just one for some. Okay, good. That yeah, this is brutal actually. This card. It's yeah. Boom. Add the card made. Okay. I'm actually just gonna relax now, because both ends are working. Just sit here and blab. That's all Goblin's gonna do while Goblin waits for someone to request. Goblin could blab here for hours, actually, probably. Blah 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 blah. Blobby booby blobby blah 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 blah. Blobby blobby boo da blobby blah doo da. Blee blobby blah 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 boo da doo da blobby blah doo da boo blah. Blah 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 da dee da da doo da da dee da da doo boo boo da dee da da boo bam. Goblin brain board da dee da da doo dee da da doo da da 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 dee da da doo da dee da da doo da dee da da doo da da dee da 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 dee doo da da dee da. There's magic cards. Blah 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 blah. And goblins so tired from saying rapidly all the time. That voice. Uh, yeah. Has made how many magic cards there actually at this point? 3, 4, and then 3 from before. So that's 7 magic cards technically goblins made now. This type of fame if you make it. Say actually make something or Goblin doesn't want to mess with the Eldrazi because that's ridiculous one. Actually, doesn't fit really in the world Goblin bets. Probably doesn't at all. Goblin now has an idea. Go see here. Set. Yeah. There you go. Doesn't make it so Goblin has to. Goblin spelled that right. I'm gonna double check the R. A. Draws. Wait a minute. Oh, God, staying Nabbit. How they how they did it. Oh, 10 mana creature, so power toughness right away is and then yeah. Colin has a nasty idea. Let's see. Yeah, Colin. Rand. Like how's Colin needs to look up some Eldra. I think Colin doesn't have Eldrazi. Colin's just looking more that often. Oh, Colin's us. Oh, not that one. Oh, what? Oh, it's the void. The void, right. There we go. Colin just needed that one keyword. That keyword. The void. Also, have a Gosh Dynamic Goblin. I spelled it again. Uh, yep, Goblin did that wrong. Enemy has a fuzzy. This 3 and Alvin always forgets how to spell indestructible. Gosh dang that. Embarrassing that Goblin can't spell indestructible. Yeah. This card is strike. And alright. Boom. Actually, Goblin. Yeah, no, this is reasonable. This is reasonable. Goblin just made this thing. That basically, I hate all Eldrazi. Also, I get a boatload of keywords after I give up my Eldrazi type. Yes, Goblin made this thing. Lore time now. Sure. Kind of so hard. There we go. Patience. I'm just going to be questions at this. Really, it sucks. There we go. To do that for now. Boom. Rebel Eldrazi. Actually, should make this sense. How Goblin just went did the double draws. But Goblins gonna actually. Oh, well, Goblins gonna give the same name as Goblin's D&D character Cindy. Double Eldrazi Cindy. Basically, he's like, no, I am not Eldrazi Pond. Yeah. Uh. So word for first strike, double strike, vigilance, death touch, and reach. Ah. Oh, and yeah, technically, as long as an Eldrazi on the end, but this is basically just a complete say. If you have Eldrazi, this is an Eldrazi counter. It's basically say, I counter your existence. Like Goblin just made a card that just hit. Like this is all about a card that hates the Eldrazi so much. Because it's meant to hate the Eldrazi so much that when he becomes one, he does everything he can to make their lives a nightmare. Basically, just hate on Eldrazi players purely by being an Eldrazi that goes and backstabs them. Goblin loves this actually. It's funny, creative idea. It's actually pretty funny. Like Eldrazi players will hate this because the game's hexproof and indestructible if there's an Eldrazi creature on the field. Feels like what? And also becomes a 13/13. What? Still like a bit difficult to get out because you have to make sure you have black since 10 mana. You're not going to use this in an Eldrazi deck. That's the simple reality. You wouldn't use this in an Eldrazi deck. Unless you're an Eldrazi player. Yeah, that you know you're up against other Eldrazi. Ways that this could be played with is ridiculous and stupid. Like, it's stupid, it's ridiculous, but it's entertaining. The Rebel Eldrazi Simbi. What do you mean the broadcast ended? I didn't end the broadcast. What do you mean? It restarted again. No, the stream was stable. What in the world? No. No! It says it's stable. It says it's fine. It says the stream is excellent. Yeah. This is Goblin's life now. Yeah. Devoid, of course, meaning it has no color, technically speaking. A Death Touch Reach. If the enemy player has an Eldrazi creature, all goblins. Reset technically. Yes. 13/13. And also indestructible and hexproof. And then you can also just give yourself a ward 4. Double strike, first strike, vigilance, and all that. That's fun. Big Goblin should go for No, Menace would be too much for this. That would be too. Even though it's tempting. Like, the idea is tempting. But, feel free for anyone that's here. If you're lurking, feel free to look. Or if you have a card request that you want made, let Goblin know. And Goblin will make it. That's the whole point of the stream, is just to have some wacky fun making fan made magic cards and all that. That's it, really. Ends up all stable. Oh, Any ideas Goblin wants to do while waiting for people request? Any others? Not really right now. Sadly. How many times a stream clashed today? Probably worth to something else. Oh well, at least Goblin made some fun cards, and as Goblin said, a link to the Discord on Twitch at least. There'll be a link to Goblin's Discord. Just join that. You'll be able to come and download any of these fan-made Magic cards. These are not good cards. Do not rely on them. These are just fun-made ideas. Are they perfectly balanced? Some of them not probably. Some of them are questionable. This Eldrazi one though is just funny. A Goblin. This is just a funny card. Because basically someone taking the Eldrazi and just making a card that's meant to hate on Eldrazi. So yeah, this is just like a hate card, technically speaking. Colin hasn't even faced an Eldrazi deck yet, by the way. Colin does have some Eldrazi trade, but Colin hasn't actually ever faced an Eldrazi deck. Be interesting to think about is just. But if anyone has like a top one Eldrazi card, I have a few. Colin needs snow cards for a snow deck, so that'd actually be great. Yeah, if someone to trade Colin. Yeah, Colin's Eldrazi cards for snow cards. Colin's having a hard time games. So other than that, like Colin's been streaming for an hour now. Goblin does have some personal life things Goblin sadly needs to do. Goblin's gonna raid out on Twitch. Seriously. Stream is stable and now cause hour. Goblin's just trying to get into habit as possible. Yeah, raid out. Celeste is live on Marvel Rivals show. Wait, no, Goblin rated her recently. It's probably unfair because the Goblin wants to rate shots for and it's who yeah had actually recommended right maybe someone else is actually doing stream. We'll see the Magic Gathering. Ooh. You know what this guy seems interesting. Umbria Pyro. Spilling some magic deck shit. Viewing? Waiting out here, everyone. Have a good one.